Today, I ask something difficult. Forget what you think you know about Ronaldinho, because today I will tell you everything from the beginning to the end. Not what a Nike commercial showed you, not just the beautiful goals, but the complete story. The small details, the real emotions, the true reasons, why a boy from the favela became football's biggest smile, and why that same smile disappeared when the world still wanted more magic. This is not just a story. It's a lesson about joy, talent, and what happens when the party never ends. But there is something even more important. While you listen to this story, you will also improve your English, because I will speak clearly and in Level 3 English made especially for intermediate learners. So sit down, turn off all the noise, and prepare for a journey so powerful that you will feel every second of it. Let's begin the story of Ronaldo de Assis Moreira. The world knows him as Ronaldinho Gaucho. Gargard. Part 1. Origins. The boy who danced with the ball. The beginning in Porto Alegre. The year was 1980. The place was Porto Alegre, Brazil. Porto Alegre sits in the south of Brazil, far from the glamour of Rio, far from the business of São Paulo. It's a working-class city where people struggle to survive. And in the poorest part of this city, in a favela called Vila Nova, a special baby was born. March 21st, 1980. Ronaldo de Assis Moreira entered the world. But wait, to understand Ronaldinho, you must first understand his family, because his story doesn't begin with him. It begins with his father's broken dream. The father's broken dream. His father was João de Assis Moreira. João had talent, real talent. He played for Cruzeiro, one of Brazil's biggest clubs. People said he could have been great, really great. But one day, everything changed. João was at a swimming pool. He dived into the water, but the pool was too shallow. His head hit the bottom hard. The accident damaged his spine. He survived, but his football career died that day. João was only 26 years old. His dream was over. So João returned to Porto Alegre. He took whatever jobs he could find. He worked at the Navegantes shipyard, lifting heavy equipment. He worked as a security guard at a car park, watching rich people's cars. He earned $150 a month. That's $5 a day. But even though his body was broken, his love for football never died. And he made a promise. His sons would live the dream he couldn't, the mother's strength. Ronaldinho's mother was Miguelina Eloy Assis dos Santos. While João dreamed of football, Miguelina faced reality. She woke up at 5 a.m. every day. She sold cosmetics door to door. She cleaned rich people's houses. She washed their clothes, cooked their food, raised their children. Some nights she came home so tired she couldn't speak, but she always smiled. Always, because Miguelina had a secret strength. She believed in miracles. Durhur. 3 children, 1 house, infinite dreams. The Assis Moreira family had 3 children. Roberto, born in 1970, we call him Assis. Daisy, born in 1977. Ronaldo, born in 1980, we call him Ronaldinho. They lived in a wooden shack with 2 rooms. When it rained, water poured through holes in the roof. They put buckets everywhere to catch the water. The floor was made of dirt. When it rained, the floor became mud. They had 1 bed for the parents, 1 mattress for the 3 children. No refrigerator, no television, sometimes no electricity. But they had something more valuable. They had each other, and they had a football. The first touch of destiny. When Ronaldinho was exactly 1 year old, his father gave him a present. Not a normal toy. João gave him a small futsal ball. That night, something magical happened. The baby didn't just play with the ball. He controlled it. He pushed it with his tiny feet. He balanced it. He understood it. His mother, Miguelina, remembers. Other babies learn to walk, then run, then play. Ronaldo was different. He learned everything with the ball. The ball was his teacher, his friend, his world. By age 2, Ronaldinho could juggle the ball 10 times without dropping it. By age 3, he could do 50. The neighbors came to watch this tiny boy with magical feet. The dog's funeral. Here's a story that shows who Ronaldinho really was. When he was 3 years old, the family dog died. Its name was Bom Bom. The whole family was crying. Even tough João had tears in his eyes. They buried Bom Bom in the backyard. Everyone stood around the small grave, heads down, praying. Suddenly, they heard a sound. Tap, tap, tap. They turned around. There was a little Ronaldinho juggling his ball. His sister Daisy was furious. "Ronaldo, stop! This is a funeral. Show respect." But Ronaldinho looked confused. "Why stop?" he asked. "Bom Bom loved watching me play." His father João understood. For Ronaldinho, football wasn't just a game. It was how he expressed everything. Joy, sadness, love, pain. The ball was his language. The brother who showed the way. Roberto Assis was 10 years older than Ronaldinho, and Assis was good, really good. By age 16, Assis was playing for Grêmio's youth team. Grêmio, one of the 2 giant clubs in Porto Alegre. Every kid in the favela dreamed of playing for Grêmio. Every day, Assis trained from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., and every day, little Ronaldinho waited outside the training ground. He was only 5 years old, but he never missed a day. The security guards knew him. The coaches knew him. Everyone knew him. Because while he waited, he never stopped playing with his ball. One day, Grêmio's youth coach watched Ronaldinho playing outside. The coach turned to Assis. "Your little brother, he's special." Assis smiled. "You have no idea how special." Viewer. The day. Everything changed. 1987. Ronaldinho was 7 years old. Assis was now 17 and climbing fast at Grêmio. The family had moved to a better house, still poor but with real walls and a real roof. Things were getting better. João even bought a small television. Every Sunday, the whole family watched football together. December 20th, 1987. A Sunday like any other. João was watching Grêmio play on TV. Ronaldinho sat on his lap. Suddenly, João grabbed his chest. His face turned purple. "Miguelina!" he gasped. Then he fell. Heart attack. Massive heart attack. By the time the ambulance arrived, João was gone. He was only 37 years old. The promise at the grave. At João's funeral, 8-year-old Ronaldinho stood at the grave. Everyone was crying. Miguelina couldn't stand. Daisy screamed with pain. But Ronaldinho didn't cry. Not one tear. Instead, he made a promise to his dead father. "Pai," he whispered. "Dad, you wanted to be a champion. You couldn't, but I will be a champion for you. I promise. I will make the whole world know the name Assis Moreira." From that day, Ronaldinho changed. Before, he played for joy. Now, he played with purpose. Before, football was a game. Now, it was a mission. The futsal years. After João died, money became even tighter. Miguelina worked 16 hours a day. Still not enough. No money for football boots. No money for proper training. But Porto Alegre had futsal courts. Free futsal courts. Futsal. It's like football, but faster, smaller, more technical. 5 players, hard court, small ball, quick thinking. From age 8 to 12, Ronaldinho lived on those futsal courts. Every day after school, futsal. Every weekend, futsal tournaments. Every night he dreamed. Futsal moves. And futsal taught him things football couldn't. Think faster, less space, less time. Control better. The ball bounces differently. Create magic in tiny spaces. Embarrass opponents with skill, not strength. His futsal coach, Zé Carlos, said, Ronaldinho didn't play futsal. He danced futsal. Other kids ran. He floated. Other kids kicked. He caressed. I coached for 30 years. I never saw anything like him. Sikurun. The teeth that launched 1,000 smiles. Let me tell you about Ronaldinho's teeth. Yes, his teeth, because they're part of the story. When Ronaldinho was 9, he had an accident. Playing futsal, he collided with another player. His front teeth broke. Blood everywhere. The family had no money for a dentist. So Ronaldinho grew up with broken teeth. Big gaps. Crooked smile. Kids at school laughed at him. Called him names. Dentuso. Big teeth. Cavallo. Horse. But Ronaldinho did something genius. Instead of hiding his ugly teeth, he smiled bigger. The more they laughed, the more he smiled. He turned his weakness into his trademark. Later, when he became rich, everyone said, "Fix your teeth." But Ronaldinho refused. "These teeth are me," he said. "They remind me where I came from." First taste of glory, 1989. Ronaldinho was 9 years old. His futsal team reached the neighborhood championship final. 300 people watching. The biggest crowd of his life. Final score, 22-1. Ronaldinho scored 20 goals. 20. After the game, local newspaper wrote, "A boy with broken teeth destroyed the opposition. His name is Ronaldo de Assis Moreira. Remember this name." That night, Ronaldinho slept with the newspaper cutting under his pillow. His mother found him in the morning, still holding it. The Grêmio trial, 1990. Ronaldinho was 10. Assis was now a professional at Grêmio. Not a star, but a solid player. He convinced the youth coaches to watch his little brother. The trial day arrived. 200 boys trying out. Only 20 spots. Most boys were 12 or 13. Ronaldinho was only 10. The first test, running. Ronaldinho finished last. The second test, strength. Ronaldinho was weakest. The coaches started writing notes. Bad notes. Then came the third test, ball control. The coach threw balls at the boys. "Control and pass," he shouted. When Ronaldinho's turn came, something magical happened. The ball came fast. He cushioned it with his chest, flicked it over his head with his heel, spun around, caught it on his other foot, juggled it 3 times, then passed perfectly. Silence. Total silence. Then one coach whispered, "Again. Make him do it again." Ronaldinho did it again. And again. Each time different. Each time impossible. He made the team. The youngest player ever accepted. The Coca-Cola money. But making the team created a new problem. Money. Grêmio's training ground was 25 kilometers from their house. Bus fare. 50 cents each way. That's $1 per day. The family didn't have $1 per day. So Miguelina made a deal with the local shop owner, Seu Jorge. Every day she bought Coca-Cola bottles on credit. Ronaldinho and Assis sold them at traffic lights. Picture this. 2 future football stars, standing in traffic, sweating under the Brazilian sun, shouting, "Coca-Cola! Ice-cold Coca-Cola! 1 real!" They made just enough for bus fare. Sometimes, when they didn't sell enough, they walked. 25 kilometers. But Ronaldinho never complained. Never. Because every step took him closer to his dream. Checkers Part 2. The Rise, from Grêmio to Barcelona. The youth team sensation, 1993. Ronaldinho was 13. He had grown, but not much. Still skinny, still small. But now everyone at Grêmio knew his name. In the Under-14 Championship, Grêmio played 25 games. They won 23, drew 2, lost 0. Ronaldinho scored 84 goals. 84! But here's what made him special. Other players celebrated their goals. Ronaldinho celebrated his assists more. His youth coach, Ayrton Ferreira, remembers, "I coached many players who became professionals. But Ronaldinho was different. He didn't play to win. He played to make people happy. When he nutmegged an opponent, he would help them up. When he scored a beautiful goal, he would hug the goalkeeper. He wanted everyone to enjoy football, even his opponents." The Egyptian Adventure, 1997. Ronaldinho was 17. Something incredible happened. He was called for Brazil's Under-17 World Cup team. The tournament was in Egypt. But there was a problem. A big problem. The coach was strict. Very strict. His name was Amadeo. Amadeo's rules. No music, no dancing, no jokes during training, no fancy tricks. "Football is serious business," he said. This was torture for Ronaldinho. Football without joy? That's not football. In the first game against Austria, Ronaldinho followed the rules. Brazil won 2-0. Ronaldinho played boring football. Effective, but boring. In the second game against Germany, something snapped. Minute 23. Ronaldinho received the ball and started dancing. Elastico here. Flip-flap there. Nutmeg. Back heel. Magic. The coach was screaming, "Simple! Play simple!" But Ronaldinho couldn't hear him. He was in his own world. Brazil won 4-0. Ronaldinho scored 2, assisted 2. After the game, the coach grabbed him. "I said no tricks." Ronaldinho smiled. "Sorry, coach. The ball asked me to dance." Ruin. The goal that changed everything in the final, Brazil faced Ghana. The stadium in Cairo was packed. 60,000 people. Score 1-1. Minute 89. 1 minute left. Brazil had a free kick, 35 meters out, too far to shoot. Everyone expected a cross. The wall was ready. The keeper was ready. But Ronaldinho saw something. A tiny gap. Impossible gap. He hit the ball with the outside of his foot. The ball curved like a snake. Dipped like a bird. The keeper didn't move. Couldn't move. Goal. Brazil won 2-1. World champions. That night, 3 European scouts called Grêmio. "Who is number 10? We want him." Senior debut and heartbreak, 1998. Ronaldinho was 18. March the 4th. Copa Libertadores. South American Champions League. Grêmio versus Nacional of Uruguay. The coach looked at Ronaldinho. "You're playing right wing." His first touch in professional football. Received the ball on the wing. Defender came aggressive. Ronaldinho flicked the ball over his head, spun around, volleyed across. Goal. Assist in his first touch. Grêmio won 3-1. The newspapers went crazy. The new Garrincha. The future of Brazilian football. Magic in Porto Alegre. But 2 weeks later, disaster. Playing against Corinthians, Ronaldinho went for a header. Collision. Bad collision. Knee ligament torn. Season over. The doctor said 6 months minimum, maybe more. Ronaldinho cried for the first time since his father died. The fastest recovery in history. Doctors said 6 months. Ronaldinho was back in 3. How? Every day, 6 a.m. Pool exercises. 8 a.m. Physiotherapy. 10 a.m. Gym work. 2 p.m. more physiotherapy. 4 p.m. balance work. 6 p.m. mental visualization. His physio couldn't believe it. Players usually skip sessions. Ronaldinho asked for extra. Players usually complain about pain. He smiled through it. I've never seen determination like this. But here's the beautiful part. Even during injury rehab, Ronaldinho made it fun. He juggled medicine balls. He did keepy-ups on crutches. He turned exercises into tricks. The janitor at the clinic said, "Other injured players made the place sad. When Ronaldinho was here, everyone was laughing." The Samba football revolution. When Ronaldinho returned, something had changed. The injury made him think, made him understand. Brazilian football was changing, becoming European, more tactical, less joy. Coaches wanted robots, systems, discipline. But Ronaldinho decided, I will bring back the Samba. In his first game back against International, Grêmio's biggest rival, minute 12, rainbow flick over the defender. Minute 23, elastico that left 2 players on the ground. Minute 34, no-look back heel assist. Minute 67, he juggled the ball in the middle of the game. Just because. The old fans cried, "This is Brazilian football," they shouted. "This is why we love the game." The day Ronaldo became Ronaldinho. Let me explain the name. His real name is Ronaldo, but Brazil already had a famous Ronaldo. The phenomenon, R9, the best striker in the world. So people called our Ronaldo Ronaldinho, Little Ronaldo. He hated it at first. "I'm not little," he said. But then something beautiful happened. 1999. Brazil versus Venezuela. Copa America. Both Ronaldos were selected. Big Ronaldo and Little Ronaldo. In the hotel, Big Ronaldo came to his room. "Listen, brother, you're not Little Ronaldo. You're Ronaldinho Gaucho. Own it. Make it legendary." From that day, he loved his name. Not Little Ronaldo. Ronaldinho, the one and only. The first millions, 1999-2000 season. Ronaldinho exploded. 37 games, 23 goals, 17 assists. Grêmio fans had a new song. Olé, 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 olé. Ronaldinho, Ronaldinho. European clubs started calling. Arsenal offered 8 million euros. PSG offered 10 million euros. Real Madrid sent scouts every week. But Ronaldinho had a dream. One specific dream. Barcelona. He wanted Barcelona. Why? Because of Romario. Romario, another Brazilian genius, played for Barcelona. He told Ronaldinho, "Barcelona isn't just a club, it's a feeling. They don't just want to win, they want to win beautifully." The transfer saga, 2001. The negotiations began. Barcelona offered 15 million euros. Grêmio wanted 25 million. For 6 months, lawyers argued, agents shouted, faxes flew. But nothing happened. Then PSG entered again. 25 million euros? Grêmio accepted. Ronaldinho didn't. "I want Barcelona," he said. "Paris is paying more," they argued. "I don't care. I want Barcelona." But PSG was smart. They didn't talk to Ronaldinho. They talked to Assis, who was now his agent. They talked to Miguelina, his mother. "Paris is beautiful," they said. "Paris has Brazilian restaurants. Paris will take care of your son." The mother's decision. One night, Miguelina called Ronaldinho. "Filho, son, I prayed a lot. God showed me a sign. Paris is your destiny, not Barcelona. Trust your mother. Ronaldinho was heartbroken, but he couldn't say no to his mother, the woman who worked 16-hour days, who sold Coca-Cola in traffic, who never complained. So in 2001, Ronaldinho signed for PSG, 5-year contract, €5 million per year, from favela to millionaire in 21 years. The day he signed, he called his sister Daisy. "I did it. I kept my promise to Dad. But this is just the beginning." Paris. The party begins. Paris changed Ronaldinho. Or maybe it revealed who he always was. In Porto Alegre, he was the poor kid made good. In Paris, he was the young millionaire in the City of Lights. His apartment, Champs-Élysées. 8th floor, view of the Eiffel Tower. His car, Ferrari 360 Modena. Red, of course. His nights, Jimmy's, VIP room, Queen Club. The Paris newspapers loved him. The Brazilian who never stopped smiling. Samba on the Seine. The magician of Parc des Princes. But they also wrote other things. Ronaldinho at nightclub until 5 a.m. Star player misses training. Coach furious with Brazilians' discipline. The two Ronaldinhos. At PSG, there were two Ronaldinhos. Match day. Ronaldinho. Magic feat. Impossible goals. Fans singing his name. 13 goals, 12 assists in first season training day. Ronaldinho. Sometimes late, sometimes didn't come, sometimes came straight from parties. Still in last night's clothes, his coach Luis Fernandez tried everything. Fines. Didn't work. Ronaldinho was rich. Suspensions. Didn't work. Fans wanted him playing. Heart-to-heart talks. Sometimes worked. For a week. One day, Fernandez exploded. "You have God's gift. Why waste it?" Ronaldinho smiled. "Coach, I'm not wasting it. I'm enjoying it. Football is joy, remember." Mercury, the night that changed everything. March 2003. Champions League. PSG versus Barcelona. The club Ronaldinho wanted. Playing against the club he got. Camp Nou, 98,000 people. Hostile crowd. But Ronaldinho was electric that night. Minute 10. Nutmeg on Puyol. Minute 25. Elastico passed two players. Minute 78. Free kick goal from 30 meters. PSG lost 2-1, but everyone talked about one player. After the game, Barcelona's president Joan Gaspart found Ronaldinho. "You should be wearing our shirt." Ronaldinho smiled. "Maybe one day." That summer, PSG finished 11th in the league. The club was angry. The coach was fired. Everyone blamed Ronaldinho's parties. PSG's new president gave an ultimatum. "No more parties or you're gone." Ronaldinho's response? He went to 3 parties that week. Dieterwouder, Part 3. Barcelona, the Golden Years. The Dream transfer summer 2003. PSG wanted Ronaldinho gone. Manchester United offered $20 million. Real Madrid offered $25 million. But Barcelona's new president, Joan Laporta, was obsessed. Laporta had just won the election with one promise. "I will bring Ronaldinho to Barcelona." The problem? Barcelona was broke, almost bankrupt. They offered €21 million. PSG wanted $30 million. For 2 months, they negotiated. Finally, $21 million plus $9 million in bonuses. Ronaldinho was going to Barcelona. But there was drama until the end. The day before signing, Manchester United made a final offer, $30 million plus a private jet. Ronaldinho called his mother. "Manchester's offering more." Miguelina replied, "But your heart is in Barcelona." July 19, 2003. Ronaldinho arrived at Barcelona airport. 3,000 fans waiting. Chaos, pure chaos. At his presentation in Camp Nou, 30,000 fans. For a presentation, on a Monday afternoon, Ronaldinho did 15 keepy-ups with chewing gum in his mouth. The crowd went wild. He was home. Idioms. The resurrection of Barcelona. When Ronaldinho arrived, Barcelona was in crisis. 6th place in La Liga. No trophies in 4 years. Real Madrid winning everything. Camp Nou half empty. Players depressed first training session. The players were curious. Would this Brazilian party boy save them? 5 minutes into training, they had their answer. Ronaldinho nutmegged Puyol. Then Xavi. Then Marquez. But here's the key. He did it while laughing. Not arrogant laughing. Joy laughing. Veteran player Philip Cocu said, "We had forgotten football could be fun. Ronaldinho reminded us why we started playing." Grêmio. The Bernabeu ovation, November 19th, 2005. The day football stopped. Barcelona versus Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, the temple of Barcelona's greatest enemy. Barcelona was winning 1-0. Then 2-0. Minute 58, Ronaldinho received the ball on the left. What happened next? There are no words. He danced past Sergio Ramos like he was a training cone. He left Ivan Helguera on the ground. He chipped Iker Casillas, the best goalkeeper in the world. Goal. 3-0. But that wasn't the miracle. This was. The Real Madrid fans stood up. 80,000 enemies. And they applauded. They applauded a Barcelona player. This had never happened before. Never. Minute 78. Ronaldinho scored again. This time he dribbled from the halfway line, past 4 players, like they were children. The Bernabeu erupted again. Standing ovation. Again. After the game, Real Madrid's Zinedine Zidane said, "I've played with and against the best. What Ronaldinho did today, it's from another planet." Iker. The FIFA World Player, December 19th, 2005. Zurich, Switzerland. The FIFA World Player of the Year ceremony. 3 finalists: Frank Lampard, England; Samuel Eto'o, Cameroon, Barcelona; Ronaldinho, Brazil, Barcelona. When they called his name, Ronaldinho cried. Not small tears, real crying. In his speech, "This award is for my father, João, who is in heaven, for my mother, who is here crying more than me, for my brother, who believed when nobody did, for my sister, who kept our family together, for Grêmio, who gave me a chance, for Barcelona, who gave me a dream, and for everyone who loves football with joy." He won it again in 2006. Back-to-back, only 8 players in history had done this. The Champions League glory, May 17th, 2006. Paris, Champions League final, Barcelona versus Arsenal. Arsenal scored first. Barcelona was nervous. The team looked lost. The dream was dying. Then Ronaldinho took control. He didn't score. He didn't assist. He did something more important. He orchestrated. Every attack went through him. He found Eto'o. Goal, 1-1. He created space for Belletti. Goal, 2-1. Barcelona won their second European Cup. In the dressing room, Ronaldinho sat quietly. Teammate Deco asked, "Why aren't you celebrating?" Ronaldinho smiled. "I'm memorizing this feeling. The perfect season." 2005-06 was perfection. La Liga champion, Champions League winner, Spanish Super Cup winner, FIFA World Player of the Year. But the numbers don't tell the story. The story was every Saturday at Camp Nou. 98,000 people came to see one thing: magic. And Ronaldinho delivered every week. the Elastico against Osasuna, the no-look goal against Getafe, the Rabona assist against Villarreal, the bicycle kick against Real Sociedad. Kids stopped playing PlayStation. They went to the park to copy Ronaldinho. Football was cool again, joyful again. Part 4. The Fall. When the music stopped. The first warning signs 2006. World Cup, Germany. Brazil arrived as favorites. The Magic Quartet. Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Kaká, Adriano. But something was wrong with Ronaldinho. He looked tired, slow, heavy. Brazil lost to France in the quarterfinals. Zidane destroyed Brazil, 1-0. Dream over. The Brazilian press was brutal. Ronaldinho failed Brazil. Too many parties, not enough practice. The magic is gone. Ronaldinho returned to Barcelona wounded. Not physically, emotionally. The Barcelona nightlife. After the World Cup failure, Ronaldinho changed. The smile was still there, but forced. The joy was still there, but artificial. Barcelona's nightlife became his refuge. Monday, bling bling club. Tuesday, private party. Wednesday, supposed to rest, didn't. Thursday, catwalk club. Friday, before match, finally rested. Saturday, match day. Sunday, beach club in Sitges. His inner circle grew. Brazilian friends who said yes to everything. Models who loved his money. Promoters who used his name. Agents who wanted commissions. Écritures. The new generation. While Ronaldinho partied, Barcelona evolved. A young player from Argentina was emerging. Lionel Messi. A kid from the academy was special. Andrés Iniesta. Coach Frank Rijkaard faced a dilemma. How do you bench a legend? How do you tell joy itself that it's not enough anymore? December 2006. Ronaldinho injured his knee. Usually he recovered quickly. Not this time. 2 months out, he returned 8 kilos heavier. The magic was still there, but in flashes, like lightning in a storm. Brilliant, but brief. The beginning of the end, 2007-08 season. New coach, Pep Guardiola. Guardiola had a vision, total discipline. First meeting with Ronaldinho. I need you at 100%. Can you give me that? Ronaldinho smiled. Of course, mister. First week of training. Monday. Ronaldinho arrived late. Tuesday. Smelled like alcohol. Wednesday. Missed training. Stomach problems. Guardiola made his decision. Ronaldinho. Deco. Both had to go. The party was over. Soccer. The AC Milan Hope Summer 2008. AC Milan offered 21 million euros. Barcelona accepted immediately. Too quickly. Ronaldinho was hurt, but hit it. Milan is a new challenge. I'm excited. In Milan, he tried, really tried. First season, decent, 10 goals. Some magic. Fans loved him. San Siro sang his name. But Milan's nightlife found him. Hollywood Club, Armani Privé, just Cavalli. Same story, different city. Return, the slow fade. 2010, back to Brazil. Flamengo, the prodigal son, returns home. 40,000 fans at his presentation. First months, brilliant. Vintage Ronaldinho won the Brazilian championship. Fans thought the magic was back, but it was fool's gold. A final flicker. By 2011, he was missing training again. Showing up overweight again. Partying until dawn again. The money problems. Here's what people didn't know. Ronaldinho was broke. Almost broke. How do you spend 100 million euros? Gifts for friends. Cars, houses, jewelry. Parties, 50,000 euro nights. Bad investments, failed music company. Family demands, everyone wanted money. legal problems, tax issues in Brazil. By 2012, he owed millions in taxes. His passport was confiscated. The boy from the favela who conquered the world couldn't leave Brazil. The Atlético Mineiro Miracle. 2012. Atlético Mineiro took a chance. Smaller club, less pressure, less nightlife. And something beautiful happened. Ronaldinho found joy again. Real joy. 2013 Copa Libertadores Final, the biggest prize in South American football. Ronaldinho was 33. Slow, heavy, but still Ronaldinho. In the final, he was magnificent. Not with pace, with intelligence, not with power, with precision. Atlético Mineiro won their first Libertadores. Ronaldinho cried like a baby. Bagarers. The final tours 2014. Mexican club Querétaro. Why? Money. 2015. Back to Brazil. Fluminense. Disaster. He was a ghost of himself. The smile was there but empty. The skills were there but rusty. The joy was gone. September 2015. His last professional game. Fluminense versus Grêmio. His first club. He played 15 minutes, touched the ball 3 times. The crowd still sang his name. Rarn. The Passport Prison 2018. Rock bottom. Ronaldinho tried to enter Paraguay with a fake passport. Arrested. Prison. The king of football in a cell. For 32 days he was prisoner, Dr. Yuan 94. He played futsal with murderers and thieves. Even in prison, he won the tournament. Even in hell, he found a ball. The images broke hearts worldwide. Ronaldinho in handcuffs. The smile finally gone. Part 5. The Legacy. What remains when magic dies. The numbers don't matter. Let me tell you Ronaldinho's statistics. 97 caps for Brazil, 33 international goals, 2 FIFA World Player Awards, 1 Ballon d'Or, 1 World Cup, 1 Champions League, 2 La Liga titles. But throw those numbers away. They mean nothing. Nothing, because Ronaldinho wasn't about numbers. He was about moments, feelings, joy. Siri. The YouTube generation today, kids don't watch full matches. They watch YouTube highlights. Search Ronaldinho skills. 100 million views. Why? Because every touch was art. Every move was impossible. Every goal was a painting. He made football beautiful again. In an era of systems and tactics, he reminded us why we fell in love. The influence that lives watch any Brazilian kid play today. They try the elastico. That's Ronaldinho. They attempt no-look passes. That's Ronaldinho. They smile after nutmegs. That's Ronaldinho. Even Messi, the greatest ever, says, Ronaldinho taught me football could be fun. He made me brave enough to try things. Neymar, Mbappé, Vinicius Jr., they all studied him. Not his stats, his spirit. The 5 Lessons of Ronaldinho. Lesson 1. Joy is a choice. Even in the favela, even after his father died, Ronaldinho chose joy. Every day, he turned poverty into poetry. He turned pain into dancing. Lesson 2. Talent without discipline dies. God gave Ronaldinho the greatest gift, but gifts need protection. When you choose parties over practice, even magic disappears. Lesson 3. Success is dangerous. The favela taught him hunger. Fame taught him satisfaction. Hunger builds champions. Satisfaction destroys them. Lesson 4. Your circle defines your future. When Ronaldinho surrounded himself with family, he rose. When he surrounded himself with parasites, he fell. Choose your circle like your life depends on it. Because it does. Lesson 5. Legacy isn't what you won. Ronaldinho won less than Messi, less than Cristiano. But close your eyes. Think of football joy. Whose face do you see? That's legacy. The eternal question. People always ask, what if? What if Ronaldinho had Cristiano's discipline? What if he trained like Messi? What if he said no to parties? But that's the wrong question. The right question is, would we love him the same? Because Ronaldinho's flaws made him human. His falls made his rises beautiful. His pain made his smile precious. He wasn't perfect. He was real. The Last Dance. Today, Ronaldinho is 44 years old. He lives in Porto Alegre. Full circle. He plays beach football with friends. He does exhibitions for charity. Sometimes in these exhibitions you see it. A flash. A moment. The old magic flickers. The crowd gasps. Time stops. For 1 second, we're all children again, watching a wizard make impossible things real. Then it's gone. But the memory remains. Forever. The final truth. Ronaldinho taught the world a secret. Football isn't about winning. It's about feeling alive. Every touch was a celebration. Every goal was a gift. Every game was a party. He didn't play football. He danced with it. He made love to it. He shared his soul through it. And maybe, just maybe, that's worth more than all the trophies. Maybe choosing joy over glory isn't failure. It's wisdom. Maybe Ronaldinho didn't lose his way. Maybe he found it. And maybe his greatest trick wasn't the elastico or the no-look pass. Maybe his greatest trick was teaching millions of children that it's okay to smile, even when you lose, especially when you lose. Because in the end, we don't remember the score. We remember the magic. We remember Ronaldinho, the boy from the favela who made the whole world smile. And that, my friends, is immortality. Closing the story of Ronaldinho is over, but the legend lives. Every time a kid tries a trick in the street, every time someone chooses joy over anger, every time football makes us smile, Ronaldinho lives. He wasn't the greatest player ever. He wasn't the most successful. He wasn't the most professional. But he was the happiest. And he shared that happiness with the world. In a game becoming robotical, he was delightfully human. Thank you for listening to this story. Thank you for learning English with joy. Just like Ronaldinho played football. Remember, success fades. Trophies rust. Records break. But joy is eternal. So whatever you do in life, do it with Ronaldinho's smile. The world needs more magic. The world needs more joy. The world needs more Ronaldinhos. Maybe that Ronaldinho is you. Obrigado, thank you. Gracias. And never forget, joga bonito. Play beautiful.